Hello, Scorpio. You guys, I hope that your day is as amazing as you are. Scorpio, this is going to be a general and love reading for November 9th through the 15th. The reading will be just a tad bit different this time because, as I said, I will do more of a general spread. And of course, stay tuned until the end for the love portion of the reading. Let's see. You guys, keep in mind that the energy is fluid, therefore this may be past, present, or future. He could be a she could be a he. The roles may be reversed. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me or donating to the channel, all of that information can be found in the description box below. So for starters, Scorpio, let's see, what are some of the things that could be your blockages right now? We have the Death card, imagination, and freedom. So I look at this as like lessons and blessings. Okay. Some of you are struggling to realize that you actually have the power to do exactly what you want to do. Some of you need to really come. I know for many of you, there's been a lot of tower moments that have happened with this Death card here. A lot of endings, but you have to understand that endings do bring about new beginnings. I want you guys to make sure that you are not operating out of a place of fear where you have lost sight of the fact that you have to actually embrace a brand new beginning. I know that there's been a lot of towers to fall. Maybe there's been some endings and you can't really see yourself through it right now, but do trust and believe that these tower moments, these karmic cycles that have come to an end, these relationships that have ended, jobs that have ended, all of these things are preparing you for something brand new. And you have to actually really imagine the future. You need to affirm yourself. You have to really get into that manifestation energy. You have to know that you are truly an alchemist. I think that for many of you, you've gotten, it's like you're not yet embracing the fact that you are free. Okay. Some of you have been stuck and bound by a particular person, place, or thing for so long that you've lost that spark within yourself that leaves you feeling optimistic, that leaves you feeling very positive, that, you know, it's like you have to tap back into that awareness. Some of you are still in denial about the fact that something is over. Okay. There's something here that is completely over, and it's time for you to embrace that and see that there is a change here for you. Okay. Endings bring about new beginnings. I feel like for some of you, there's things that you had to just completely hit the kill switch on. You were over it. You were done with it. You want no parts of it. For some of you, it's sort of like Spirit has had to drag you out of a situation because you were clinging on to it so tightly. But if you would just allow yourself to embrace this ending, you will see that you're free. Okay. With freedom, it's like you have the power now to create your own happiness, your own destiny. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay. So let's see, what are some things that you should surrender? Okay. Surrender to joy. Okay. I think some of you really need to just get back into a very lighthearted energy. Okay. There's positive things happening in your life right now, despite the fact that maybe you've had to struggle to get to this point. There's been a lot of pain, but of course, as everyone knows, like joy will come in the morning. Okay. You guys need to, of course, imagine, embrace being single, embrace being free. If you've lost a job or if you've had to leave a job, embrace the fact that you are now in a place or position where you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay. Find joy in your freedom. Find peace in your freedom. Okay. You actually have a chance now to plan exactly how you want things to be. And again, this imagination card is here. Imagine what it is that you truly want and go after it. Okay. And you also have to know too that, of course, everything is not going to be easy, but joy is not something that is conditional. When you think about happiness, it's conditional. You know, when things are great, you're happy. When something goes wrong, not so much. Joy is internal. You know, it's like your relationship with God, with spirit, your ancestors, that brings about joy because nothing at all is going to shift or change that. Okay. And that's what you guys need to tap back into. You need to know that any small thing can bring about joy. You know, someone smiling at you, a phone call from an old friend or a family member, reconnecting, finding a book, anything can bring about joy. And you have to really embrace that. So the next card out is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Yeah, it's time for you to let go of those limiting ideas about yourself that come from the past. Okay, for many of you, like I said, you've been stuck and bound for so long that you can't seem to see that now you can soar. You can do any and everything that you want to do. So really, really open and expand your mind to tapping into this energy of knowing that you're a brand new person. Okay. We've been having a lot of readings for Scorpio where I'm just like, you are indeed in this Phoenix flame energy. For some of you, there have been literal like deaths that have happened. Some of you, like, there have been bridges burned where there is absolutely no way you can go back to certain situations. And it's time now for you to fully accept that something is over and surrender to divine timing. Okay. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. You don't get to decide when everything is going to fall in place, but what you have to do is imagine how things will be once they fall in place. Accept the fact that something has ended and that there is a new beginning coming here. If something isn't manifesting fast enough for you, you still have to just be patient. You have to be in universal flow. You must be in alignment to ensure that great things will come to you. At the bottom of the deck is surrender to receiving support and love. So, you know, this is a time right now where you may need to surround yourself with people who are going to be loving and kind, people who can nurture you. A lot of you guys, you need to just nurture and nourish yourself. Okay. Because you've been in some situations for a very long time where, quite frankly, you were in denial about the fact that you were truly unhappy. Okay. You had to suppress a lot of emotions because there's certain situations that have left you feeling like you were in a relationship with an oppressor. And this could be love. This could be a job. This could be in, you know, a relationship or friendship. But it's like many of you for a long time, you've sort of been in denial about the fact that you were unhappy. Okay. It's time to expand your consciousness and your awareness to see and realize that it's time for something new. Okay. Healing heart. Some of you, you actually are going to be able to transmute a lot of your pain to actually becoming some type of healer. And you guys, you know, when it says that you are a healer, everyone isn't called to do tarot or to be a Reiki healer or, you know, some type of spiritual practitioner. But honestly, some of you, you simply just have a beautiful like spirit and aura about yourself where it's like you smiling at someone, you being open to talking to someone, you being open to, you know, both giving and receiving love and support from other people is very healing. Some of you, you really need to open up your heart chakra and work on, you know, removing blockages from your heart chakra so that you're able to receive love, because in turn, it's going to allow you to give more love. Also, you need to give love and be, you know, in a state of being in gratitude in order to receive the same thing. Okay, we have here, let yourself receive. Okay. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Yeah, some of you, honestly, you've been in certain situations where I feel like it really just sucked the life out of you is how I feel here. I feel like for some of you, you did not know until something ended that you were in such a state of lack, you know. There was no joy, there was no peace, there was no happiness. It's like many of you, you were just in a state of being very complacent. And the thing about it is it left you a bit jaded, because I think for some of you, you have new things that are coming to you and you're in denial about the fact that you actually are open and ready to receive these beautiful blessings. Okay. Some of you, you're having a very difficult time with actually allowing new love and with allowing new abundance and new jobs. Like, you have to open yourself up to receiving these things. Okay. You're a lot more powerful than what you realize. You have to surrender those outdated beliefs about yourself and trust, know, and believe at all times that you're worthy, you're lovable, you deserve the absolute best. But for some of you, I feel that, and this is especially in love, I think for some of you, you really have someone that's coming around you now, and they are trying to be there for you. They're trying to nurture you. They're trying to, you know, really show and prove that they want to be a part of your life, and you're not able to trust it. There's a lot of issues here with trust, because for some of you, you feel like you've been taken advantage of, or you've been burned. And so you really just don't know exactly how to trust someone new in your life. You're really not even open to doing that. Okay. But you have to allow yourself to receive. You have to heal your heart. You have to find that peace, that joy, that contentment within yourself. But a lot of you, you have different people and things that are coming your way that are, you know, going to really help you to get out of this tough cycle that you've been in. For many of you, you're already out of this tough cycle. There's a karmic cycle or of some sort that has already ended. But I think that for some of you, it's like you're still sort of licking your wounds about it. Okay. And that's to be expected. Nothing wrong with that. But look, ready, set, go. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on. You have to really be optimistic about the future. A lot of your dreams are coming true. Okay. So you have to find that joy. You have to release a lot of the outdated beliefs about yourself, because you do not want to quit or lose sight of your goals right before the breakthrough happens. Now is a perfect time for you to really embrace your heart's desire. I'm feeling strongly for some of you. Like I said, if you have lost a job or something like that, this is a time right now for you to really step in and plan and organize everything that you need for you to start your own business. For some of you, you know, if you want to do healing work, do that. Okay. If you want to go back to school, do that. Anything that you want to do, understand that there are certain things that have ended, simply so that it can clear away that space for you to do other things. Okay. Roads are being opened for you. So embrace the changes. And this can be in any area of your life. You just need to be optimistic. You have to learn to dream again. You have to be optimistic. Some of you, you have really just forgotten that there's a seed down on the inside of you. Okay. Do not allow sorrow to rob you of your seed. Okay. So let's see. For those of you who are returning to my channel, you probably noticed that I'm using a lot of decks, but you guys, I have ordered well over 20 different decks, and honestly, I don't use them. I have my favorites, but I'm definitely trying to make use of some of these decks again. So, yeah, today I used the Soul's Journey deck, the Power to Surrender deck. I think the last deck that I just used is like the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. And now I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot deck, I think it's called. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick past, present, future to see what exactly is going on. What exactly is this that Scorpio has released or needs to release in order to walk into this new beginning? And then after this, you guys, we will do the love portion. Wow. We have the Strength card, the Hangman, and the Empress. I mean, this is literally perfect. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Sun card. Okay. With the Strength card, as I said, in the past, there was something that was very, very hard for you guys to get over. For some of you, there's something that was extremely hard for you to walk away from. Okay. Or, you know, something ended and it took everything within you to just get over this rough patch. And again, some of you, you're still in it. But this is saying that despite the fact that there is so much chaos, so much conflict, confusion, and just total disarray, you know, issues, just like some of you, it's like you feel like you've been robbed of your peace. All of these things are happening, but you guys, Right now is an opportunity for you to be in this hangman energy where you can sit back and you can really try to take time out to review, to assess and evaluate everything that has happened. Okay. It's not a time though for you to sit around and cry over spilled milk, but it's a time of true healing. Okay. Well, the hangman is, you have control at any time to come out. This isn't quite like being in hermit mode, but this is a time out. It's a chance, like I said, for some of you, I'm feeling strongly like in work, it's a chance for you to see that, honestly, maybe your job has been a karmic cycle for you. Maybe you've constantly gotten yourself into jobs that you did not like. You've constantly done things that you never saw yourself doing. You have absolutely no desire to do it. There's no passion. This is a time for you to take some time out right now to really get clear about what it is that you want. Because why? Surrender to divine timing. You are the Empress, male or female. The Empress, though, is all about love, all about manifestation, all about abundance. Like, you are truly an alchemist, but you have to embrace this. The Empress, it's like you have an entire universe within you. Whether you want to have children, whether you want to birth a business, a new relationship, whatever it is, though, this is the energy that you're moving in, and it's right here on top of this ready, set, go card. So it's saying now is the time. Okay. But you guys are also in this energy where you have to release outdated beliefs about yourself. You have to be open to receiving new knowledge, new ideas. Again, I'm feeling for strongly, and I see a very clear image. For some of you, you've been in a relationship with literally like your oppressor for a very long time. Whether that is a romantic relationship or a job, to the point that mentally you're not able to see that there is something bigger and better for you. You've been stuck in a period of just being very complacent. And you have to learn to dream again. You have to learn to imagine again. You have to tap back into what is that seed within you. Two of Wands. Yeah. I feel like for some of you for a very long time, it's sort of like you were stuck in two minds about something. Which way should you go? For a very long time, you have been planning some type of exit. You knew exactly where you wanted to go. You knew that where you were at, you weren't happy there, but it's like it took everything in you with this strength card for you to finally just surrender to the fact that, okay, it is time for you to go. Some of you with this Knight of Cups being here with the Hangman, it's time for you to go out and find what it is that you truly like, what you truly love, what makes you want to be creative again. Also, for some of you, you're going to have to look at the fact that now there are offers of love that will be coming into you. You guys can expect different communication, and all of it may not be very promising, okay? But you do have options, okay? But you have to actually change your perspective about it. Some of you, you just convince yourself that love can't come in, but for many of you, we have the Lover's card here with the Empress. For some of you, there's a major opportunity in love for you that's coming, but you have to make a choice. Some of you, you're still stuck between the past and something new. It's like you have to realize that where you've been is not exactly where you're trying to go. Or a person that you've been with is not going to take you to where it is that you've imagined your life going. You have to make a choice here. Yeah. In the recent past, the Star card is here. So with the Star card, the Strength card, and the Two of Wands, you guys have really been trying to work on healing. Again, some of you had to really tap into what is your divine purpose? Where do you want to go in life? Okay. Look up what your North Node is. What are you here in purpose and destined to do? And in order for you to finally get into this energy of the Star where you can actually have some wish fulfillment, again, you had to literally walk away from everything. And for those of you who struggle to walk away from something, I feel that truthfully, it had to be taken away from you. We have the Seven of Swords here. Some of you may be coming into a lot of truth and clarity about the fact that there have been certain offers that have come to you that did not mean you well. Again, when you begin to assess and evaluate everything that has happened in this Hangman energy, with this Knight of Cups, you may come to see now that there have been a lot of people that have been coming in who are open to receiving from you, but not really open to giving you anything. You guys have to recognize these one-sided relationships. Everyone does not have the best motives for you or the best intentions. And now it's time for you to really sit back and notice that, okay, there's people and situations around me that you no longer need to be a part of. This is in the workplace. This is with friends. This is with family. A lot of you is with family. A lot of you have had people in your family who have been leeches. You've always been the one giving to these individuals, and you've never received anything in return, really. But for some of you, you've always thought that you had to be the martyr in the family. You had to be the one that helped everyone. Spirit is saying now you need to sit back and allow yourself to receive. Even if you're just receiving the love that you give yourself. And then here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Lover's card, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, I mean, is to me very similar to like the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles is very generous, has a very humble heart. Queen of Pentacles can make something out of absolutely nothing. But again, this goes back to, as I said before, you have to open up your heart. You have to make a decision. You have to do what's going to bring about peace, stability, and hopefully a lot of prosperity in your life. And for some of you, it means that you have to completely walk away from the past. Some of you right now, you have to see that in order to birth something brand new, in order to be this Empress and this Queen of Pentacles, someone who is extremely grounded, heart wide open, surrounded by nothing but abundance. Look, nothing but abundance all around. There's something here that must die. Some of you have been planting your seeds in the wrong soil. You can't understand why you're not having your harvest time. And it's because it's nothing wrong with the seed. But the sorrow that you're carrying and being in this stuck, stagnant energy, you keep planting your seed in the wrong soil. Okay, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice here. Some of you, you can't seem to understand why you can't have the loving relationship that you want because you're trying to have it with the wrong person. Some of you can't understand why you can't get pregnant because you're trying to carry a child with the wrong person. You have to put seed in the right soil in order for it to grow. And many of you, you have a growing thumb. You're very powerful manifestors, but you're not completely in alignment. And it starts with a choice. But I feel that once you make the choice, you have the Sun card here. Everything will fall into place. There's a lot of fertility energy here. Okay. There's a lot of energy of fertility here. So family and fertility. I don't know if some of you right now are really, really trying to have children. Okay. But again, you guys, in these readings, when we talk about offers and you know, the birth of something, it doesn't have to be a child. For some of you, your baby is a business. For some of you, your baby is you tapping into your higher self, your spiritual journey. An offer can be whatever it is to you. It could be multiple things. But for many of you, there's a lot of energy here specifically of children. I don't know if some of you are specifically trying for a male child, a son. And honestly, I hate to say this, but some of you have had several miscarriages. This is only for the people that this resonates with, you guys. I know that this is not for everyone. But some of you are really, really trying for a child. And Spirit is saying that, of course, once you put an end to certain things, once you surrender to joy, once you realize that you truly are a manifester, once you put certain things to rest that no longer serve you, that you will manifest exactly what it is that you need, that you want, and that you truly deserve and that you desire. So, you guys, that's the general portion of the reading, I am going to pull from this deck, Believe in Your Own Magic. I think that the biggest thing here, like I said, is for some of you who are struggling to release something, it's time for you to release it because it may really be a blockage for you. Then for some of you who've already released something, you know, it's like you really have to walk into your power now. I feel like for Scorpio, you guys recently, you had a lot of like very just strong energy where you were tapping into your power. This week, I feel like that's sort of starting to taper down. It's almost like some of you, it's almost like maybe you're having regrets. Like, oh my gosh, should I have walked away from that situation? You know, should I have walked away from this person? Should I have told that family member not to contact me for a time? It's like right now, you guys, you're right before the breakthrough. Don't break down right before the breakthrough. Because I feel that that's where some of you are struggling, because you're walking into something that is so new. You're walking into something that you have not imagined. You're walking into something that you don't know about. And with your trust issues on top of it, it's like you're second guessing yourself. This isn't the time to second guess yourself. You really need to just push through. Really, really push through. Because all of your wishes will be granted. I mean, the Sun and the Empress card here. Your wishes will be granted. But of course, as you guys know, with many great things, there comes a sacrifice. And a lot of you, the sacrifice is you releasing outdated beliefs about yourself and your ego, your impatience, those trust issues. Look, we have sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. Whatever you guys are trying to attain in life right now, I feel like it's going to go very well, okay? This is card number 11. Some of you could be seeing 1111 or 111 a lot. But again, there's a lot of positivity here that's happening for you guys. But you have to truly embrace it. So this says, don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out of the front door. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy or fulfilled. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. And you know, earlier I said that for some of you, this has been a situation with loved ones, with family members, where you guys have had to just say no more. Okay. Some of you are really, really, really close to people in your family, but there has been a lot of manipulation, abuse, and things like that that have happened within relationships. And now that you're finally trying to put yourself first, you know, it may seem lonely, but you have to take a stance at some point. You have to start pouring back into yourself. Paint the sun back into your sky. Okay. You guys have to find exactly what is going to make you happy. Okay. Then here we have card number 22. You guys could be seeing 222 on the clock. Okay. Library. It says take control of your own narrative. And then Lioness is here. And this card says you've earned all your stripes. So yeah, a lot of you, you've gone through hell. You know, you've learned all of the lessons that you can learn, but it's now time for you to fully embrace a brand new chapter in your life. It says, naturally, sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. You've come incredibly far and you should be proud of the person you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything. Okay. You guys, again, take the lessons, take the knowledge, take the wisdom from things that have happened in the past, but you need to take all of that to actually really, really focus on creating your own narrative. It says someone else is trying to call the shots in your life. They think they can waltz in and control your every move, and you need to say no to their manipulation. It might seem tempting to relinquish control, but if you give someone else power over your narrative, chaos will ensue, and it will be all in their favor, not yours. The stories inside of you make you a library on the verge of bursting, but only if you're the one to pick up the pen. So again, many of you, you see exactly what's going on around you in all types of relationships. But it's time for you to really take control. As I said before, some of you, you have to learn how to transmute a lot of this energy. You need to learn how to turn this pain into purpose. Turn purpose into profit. Okay? there's a lot of things for some of you. Like I said, you're having those second thoughts. You're doubting yourself because you walked away from certain people, these toxic, situations or connections, whether it's a job or relationship, family member or whatever. And you're starting to wonder, oh my goodness, should I go back to that? No, you shouldn't. You need to embrace whatever is new for you. Do not allow fear, to hold you back. Do not allow your loyalty to make you a slave to something that is in some ways oppressive, something that's not really serving you. You guys really have to embrace the new, and you have to be open to receiving things. Surrender to divine timing. Something here has to end. If you haven't put an end to something, don't worry, that tower moment is going to fall. And I always say, if spirit has to come in to end something for you, trust me, it's not going to be rainbows and butterflies. It's not. Because many of you, you've had many opportunities to put an end to things, but you've held on to a lot of outdated beliefs about yourself and telling yourself that you have to stay in certain situations that you don't. Okay? So you guys have to really try to regain that optimism about your life. So let's look and see what's going on with love. Going on with love for Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you have finally ended situations. And for you, for many of you, I feel like for Scorpio, there's a lot of like really long-term relationships that have ended. I mean, relationships that have been 7 to 10 years. Even if you weren't in a relationship with someone, it's like people who you've been dealing with for, five or more years for many of you. And it's sort of like you guys have come to realize now that something just is not going to be what you had hoped that it would be. And it's almost like you're mourning the death of some type of connection for some of you. And some of you, it's like you put an end to a situation. You had to take your power back, but still, it's still bothering you. So we have beliefs and big goals. Some of you, you really focus, of course, on your career, your finances, making, your place in the world. It's sort of like you had to come to realize, though, that your beliefs, along with the beliefs of another person, that it was just too different. Okay? The beliefs of you and someone else, it could either bring you together or keep you apart. And for some of you, it kept you apart. Some of you have gone through some type of awakening. Okay? Where you had to realize that it was better for you to really focus on your goals right now instead of trying to focus on a person who perhaps is not ready. The thing about it, though, is for some of you, because you are going through your own awakening, this very well could be triggering the awakening of another person that you are dealing with. That does not necessarily mean that you and that person are destined to be together. However, the truth is we teach other people how to treat us based on what we allow. Okay, so when you begin to make progress in your life, you focus on your goals, you focus on, expanding your consciousness and your awareness. Other people will then realize that they cannot play games with you. Okay, and that is where the beliefs come in. The difference is in your belief system, your morals and your values. When you really, really hone in on those things and you are unwavering in what you believe and what you know that you deserve and you desire for yourself, people know that they can't play with you. Okay, I feel like a lot of you right now, you're feeling very secure with yourself, but also I do sense that there is a feeling here of loneliness. But I think that for many of you right now, you're just like, you would rather be lonely than to settle for something, because you're finally coming out of this like scarcity or lack mentality where you feel like you have to settle for someone that's giving you crumbs when you know that you deserve so much more. I just feel this like very empowered energy that's coming in for you guys, where it's like you're finally learning how to say no. It's like Scorpio is like, honestly, no is a complete sentence, and it's a word that you're finally learning how to say more, not just in, love, but just in all areas of your life. Some of you, you're turning down things even in your career. It's like you're surrendering to a lot of things. Okay. It's like you're learning to just have faith that everything is going to be okay. And then here we have crossroads at the bottom of the deck. So again, it's sort of like you have choices and you may be feeling a bit confused about which direction you should go in. Again, just like in the general portion that I was saying, you have a choice to make. Okay. Past or future. You know, do you want to stay with a person and work on something, or do you want something brand new? There's a lot of different choices that you have, but many of you are definitely at a crossroads. We have summer underneath this, so it's saying that it's time to look on the bright side. And also, you know, answers could arrive in the summer, but I just feel that now for some of you, you are finally surrendering to some type of connection, especially with a person. If things just could not come together, I think that many of you now are beginning to just accept a situation for exactly what it is. Some of you now are beginning to accept the fact that something here has ended. Okay. And I don't really see you trying to fight to bring something back together or to force it to be, because you are coming to realize that, you know, maybe it's just not a part of your highest and your greatest good at this point. You know, some of you right now, you are extremely conscious and aware of things, and you've been dealing with someone who isn't. But there is this awakening here. There's this epiphany, like this tower moment that has happened with you when you're now looking at a person that for many of you that you've been dealing with for a long time, and you're just like, no, this isn't what I thought it was. Yeah, you guys, you went digging for some information. Okay. There was a lot of clarity, a lot of insight that came about. And I think that you were quite disappointed with a lot of the information that you began to find. Now you're really trying to temper yourself and find balance because you've had to walk away from a situation. And some of you, you're still trying to battle. It's like you have this battle within trying to figure out, well, did you make the right decision or not? But there's some certain information that you guys came into or that you found out. Or there could have been information, you know, that someone shared with you about a person that you've been dealing with. And now it's like you have this divine truth and clarity about everything. Okay. Some of you, your crown chakra and your third eye is wide open. Okay. And then with this awakening card here, I don't know if some of you have, you know, began to do a lot more as far as in your spiritual practices, but I think that many of you are starting to see now that maybe you were missing opportunities by dealing with another person that wasn't truly in alignment with what you were trying to do. So I think that many of you had to walk away to actually find balance within yourself. Okay. And then here in the future, we have this Queen of Cups. So again, it's all about surrendering. It's trusting your intuition. The Hermit card, you guys are going within. Like some of you are really on some type of soul journey right now. And the Six of Wands, it's going to bring you a lot of peace, a lot of victory, a lot of success. So again, it's like the whole theme of the reading is endings and beginnings. You know, really, really trusting that there is something on the other side of whatever has been happening. But there's a strong need here for you to trust your intuition. Allow, you know, your inner guidance to really, really just lead you. Okay. There's no need at this point for you guys to be stuck in any type of delusional mindsets or illusions. Seven of Cups here, you have a lot of different options. But then underneath that, we have the High Priestess and the Fool. Okay. With the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you right now, you really need to continue focusing on building yourself up, your abundance. Some of you have taken a lot of losses by dealing with a particular person. Okay. I think that someone was sort of selling you a lot of dreams, but some of you also, you were dealing with someone who may have been a bit narcissistic in a way. And I don't like to use that word lightly, but I'm just thinking the energy that I'm picking up here is, it's almost like your mindset has just shifted in a major way, because for so long you were thinking the way that, you know, another person wanted you to think. Just a lot of, you know, honestly, it was a lot of mental manipulation that you were dealing with. And now it's sort of like you guys are realizing that you have to trust your own intuition, that you have to take a leap of faith. You have to step into the unknown. You're not going to know everything. Many of you now, you have a lot of different options here, and it's fine. And I know that you want to make your next move your best move, but you need to make sure that whatever you do, you're trying to do whatever is going to be best for yourself. with the Nine of Pentacles here. With the big goals here, it's like you guys, if you know that you want to be married, if you know that you want to make a certain amount of money, if you know that you want to start a business or whatever, you need to make sure that that is exactly what you are focused on. And it's going to actually allow you to move right into a very beautiful partnership of some sort. But it's sort of like, I feel that, again, there's this sacrifice that's here. You guys have to first sort of prove to, you know, spirit, whatever your source may be, spirit guides, angels, universe, whatever you believe, you have to first prove that you're willing to fight for yourself before you're going to move right into a connection with someone else. But I do feel that the next connection that you move into is going to be with someone who very well could be different from you, but you and this person will mesh very well together. You and this person will be able to balance one another out. It will be that true yin and yang type of energy. Maybe one of you will be introverted and that person will be extroverted. Okay. Maybe one person is short, the other person is tall, but there's going to be some type of difference. It could be an interracial relationship. Whatever it is, though, it's going to bring about a lot of, I think, like love, prosperity, and abundance. But it's sort of like, I feel it's two people who have both sort of walked like their own path in life. You guys are going to eventually meet someone who is just as spiritually awakened as you are, and you're going to be willing to start over after some type of ending. You and this person both could have gone through a major death and rebirth, and you're going to be able to start a brand new beginning together. And then, wow, we have the Four of Wands, the Empress, the Ace of Wands. Okay, wow. Underneath that is the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Some of you definitely may have a fire sign that's coming your way. And I'm hearing specifically like a Sagittarius. Some of you may have a fire sign, heavy Sagittarius energy that's coming your way. This is someone who is going to come near you and they want a family. They're going to see you as the one. They're going to see you as a person that they want to marry. They're going to see you as a person that they want to have children with. They're going to be extremely passionate about you. You and this person, when you're going to be very, very happy about starting over together. Okay. But again, something here must end. For some of you, this is a new person. For some of you, this could be someone returning from your past. But if this person is returning from your past, this person is someone who has gone through a major rebirth, a major awakening. This person wants to start completely over. I mean, completely over. Definitely. If this person is someone from your past, this person could have Cancer in their chart. Again, it's sort of like you and this person both. There's something about the two of you where I feel like you've both learned certain things in life and you're coming together, and it just, you go perfectly together. Maybe this person has been in a relationship similar to the relationship that you've gotten out of. You both could have certain issues with trust or something. There's something about the two of you, though, that is very, very similar. Okay, very, very heavy, like soulmate energy, because it's like the two of you, I feel, again, you've gone through life and you've learned lessons, and then you can come together. You can share their wisdom and knowledge with one another. Okay, for many of you, especially if you are the feminine, again, you have learned how to really make the best of life on your own. You're fully independent. So when this person comes in, they feel like it's so natural and so easy to try and build a life with you because you're not codependent anymore. You're not relying on a person to give you anything, but this person is going to actually see how well you've done on your own. This person will see all of the abundance that you've manifested on your own. And therefore, this person is going to come in ready and willing to offer you a true commitment. And for some of you, again, in order for you to have this, you have to surrender something. Okay, you have to surrender. And it's so funny that I say that because here we have the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil. So again, for some of you, you have to surrender this devil. Some of you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, but all of this lack mentality that you've been in of thinking that you have to deal with someone who you know is not being truthful with you, someone who's not being honest with you, someone who is not as spiritually awakened or as conscious as you, someone who, constantly puts you in this energy of feeling like you just have to retreat, or you feel isolated. You feel like you're alone even when you're with this person. You have to stop dealing with people like this who are of a lower vibration. You have to stop dealing with people because of codependency. Again, do not allow your loyalty to make you a slave to anything that is toxic, whether it's a person, a place, or anything, just whatever. You have to let go of that. Anything that is constantly making you feel like you're left out in the cold, it's affecting your money, your finances. You have to really work through that, because for some of you, you have a brand new offer here just as soon as you walk away from things that are too heavy of a burden for you to carry. There's some baggage, some burdens, some drama, some family members, some friends, some old lovers. That all of that has to be dropped off in order for you to actually receive this. But honestly, it looks really, really good for you guys. I mean, seriously, you have the Knight of Cups out here, the Two of Cups. There's an offer of love coming in, and this person is going to be very stable, very secure, very grounded. For those of you who again, like I said, you are really trying to have a child or even start a business. Some of you, you're going to have someone come into your life, and that person is going to be instrumental in helping you to build your business. There's something that this person has that is exactly what you need. Okay. I don't know if they can help you with you know, the financial aspect of your business, or if they are, you know, a creator of some sort, if they have a really great network, but this person has something that you need. And for those of you who want to be married, you want a new home, especially for those of you who want a child, the person whom you can actually start a family with, that person is coming into your life just as soon as you detach yourself from this. Once you walk away from the devil, your whole life can start. And I feel like I've been saying this for weeks in the readings, okay? But again, here, crossroads. Some of you are at a crossroads, and by the time next summer comes around, your life could be totally different. If, in fact, you decide now to take a new path. We have here sacred space and receive. Some of you really need to get clear about what it is that you want. You need to really pray. You need to work on your healing, your growth. Take some time out for yourself. Be gentle with yourself. But some of you, honestly, the way that you love yourself, the way that you learn to pray, the way that you learn to manifest, that's actually what's going to be very attractive to this person. Some of you, this person is an entrepreneur or a business owner. This is a real go-getter. I'm feeling strong, heavy fire sign. If they're not a fire sign, they have a lot of fire in their chart, but this person is definitely someone who probably has their own business. This person, listen, I'm hearing this person's like, listen, I have what you need. Whatever you need, this person has it. And they are willing to come in and offer it to you. This person has already gone through some things in their life. They know exactly how to protect and how to provide. Whatever you don't have right now in a situation, or whatever you've been trying your hardest to get out of with someone who is playing games with you, this person is going to be totally different. This person is coming in with their money together. They're sexy, they're charismatic, like it's the real deal. Okay. And they're like, listen, marriage, family, children, that's what this person wants. And this is exactly what they can offer you and what they're willing to provide. If you stop juggling, though, because for some of you, you've been at a crossroads and you keep juggling. You can't juggle anymore. You have to decide, do you really want to be happy? Do you really want to have the family life? Do you really want to have abundance? Do you want a true partner? This is someone that you guys literally, you can have a family with, and you can build a business with this person. I mean, I'm saying like you can have everything. There's a lot to celebrate. This is someone who wants to come in and they want to court you. They want to propose. They want, you know, they want to give you the wedding. They want to give you what you actually deserve. The things that you've been imagining. But for some of you, as I said in the general portion of the reading, some of you have been knocked so far down that you can't even imagine. You've lost sight of the fact that you truly want to have this beautiful home life and a business and to get married and to be happy. You started to convince yourself that you can't actually have that anymore because you've gone through so much heartache and pain. And you can't absolutely have it. Okay? And there's someone that wants to come in and show and prove that to you. But you have to surrender this. You got to let it go. Okay. So Scorpio, that is the reading that I have for you, you guys. I really hope that this resonated. Again, this is the first time that I sort of did like the general and the love together. So you guys, let me know how you like this spread. Make sure that you know you are optimistic about whatever is coming in your future. Continue to manifest this great abundance and this new love, because you guys have a lot of really amazing things on the horizon. But keep in mind, you guys, you know, nothing comes without some type of sacrifice. Whatever you've been holding on to that actually doesn't bring you any happiness, you need to let it go, because you have a new opportunity that's coming in or trying to come in, and it's going to pass you by if you don't actually open yourself up to receiving it fully. Okay. But again, you guys, thank you so much. I hope that you have an amazing week. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And again, if you guys are interested in donating to the channel or booking a personal reading with me, that information can be found in the description box. I love you so much, Scorpio. Bye.